ACLU of West Virginia sues over West Virginia University students' revoked visa. Headline, UI, University of Iowa students sue Department of Homeland Security and ICE. 19 Democratic state attorneys general to stop it nationwide. There are literally dozens and dozens and dozens of these. I could go on.
We've got some clips to look at of Rachel Maddow doing God's work exposing the Trump administration's corruption, this time on deportation, his university battles, and the fight against it. So if you can, take a moment, leave us a like. It helps our channel grow. It helps the video get out there. And let's hop right into the story.
Trump administration reverses course on student visa cancellations. Headline, international students who lost their immigration status will have it restored, government says. Headline, Trump is reversing the termination of legal status for international students around the U.S. People have been protesting about it instantly and everywhere and every day. People have been speaking out about it, making the case, calling on the conscience of the American people, which is what nonviolent protest is all about. The polling now shows in poll after poll after poll that the American public is absolutely and totally and by huge margins against what Trump has been doing to these students. And that pushback, that fight, has been not only popular, it has been ferocious.
I think it shows how much protesting matters, how much of a critical part of politics it really is, and how we really do have a voice, even if maybe we should have a bigger one than what we do. It also shows that America isn't as lost as we might have first thought in the election, as at least through polling and through these protests and their size and scope, there is seemingly no support for the lengths that Trump is wanting to go with these unconstitutional deportations. I just wish more people came to realize this before they elected the fascist into office, where he would still have the power to do a lot of this regardless. But I do hope going forward it at least vindicates the left in that everything we warned about came to fruition within just 100 days of Trump's presidency. So maybe next time heed our warnings. I don't know.
ACLU of West Virginia sues over West Virginia University students' revoked visa. Headline, UI, University of Iowa students sue Department of Homeland Security and ICE. Headline, 17 international students in Georgia accuse ICE of violating due process. New Haven residents sue Trump administration over revoked student visas. Rutgers international students sue feds over revoked status. UW-Madison international students file lawsuit. University of Texas Rio Grande Valley students sue Homeland Security. ACLU of Connecticut sues Trump administration over 60-plus students' visas being revoked. 3 international students in Colorado sue Trump administration over termination of immigration status. Gannon University students in Pennsylvania suing the federal government. Purdue students suing federal government over visa revocations. UC Berkeley international students sues Trump administration over revoked visa. There are literally dozens and dozens and dozens of these. I could go on.
And he is losing many of these, which is why this attack on the judiciary we are seeing is ramping up so quickly from Trump, as he sees that it has the ability to truly limit him in scope, where his goal is to rapidly expand, as now it's the obstacle he feels the need to rid of, which I can only hope is a battle that he'll lose. Democracy can only hope is a battle that he'll lose, as these lawsuits, the subsequent verdicts, have been the only thing keeping the fabrics of our democracy together, with Trump and Pam Bondi even going as far now, for example, to state that ICE can come in and search your home for undocumented migrants with just reasonable suspicion. Even if they don't have a warrant, they can just retroactively sign it themselves without ever having to go to a judge.
A week ago today, in federal court in New Hampshire, class action on behalf of all the foreign students whose visas have been yanked by Trump. That big case filed by 19 Democratic state attorneys general to stop it nationwide. That one take no prisoners lawyer in Georgia, the former president of the American Immigration Lawyers Association, whose case started with 17 students in Georgia. Then he added more than 100 more. That lawyer telling CNN, quote, I can file 133 lawsuits, but I think the court wouldn't be happy about that, so we are filing one big one.
The funniest part is, despite the scope of these lawsuits, of the court verdicts, again, even the Supreme Court's 9-0 verdict, the nonpartisan nature in both Republicans and Democrats bringing a lot of these lawsuits, MAGA will still try to tell you it's just woke liberals trying to import voters or to defy Trump or whatever it might be, rather than Trump again attempting to defy the law and getting held accountable for it. Where I hope, at least for some, this can stand as the eye-opener, right? Maybe you weren't as tuned into politics the first term, maybe you did think, oh, he's getting all these cases. It looks like political persecution. Well, let this be the eye-opener that he was never politically targeted. Then instead, he just feels that he can get away with things and breaking the law and will do illegal stuff over and over and over again. And then when he gets targeted for breaking the law, he instead cries persecution. So the charges against him were warranted, just like these lawsuits against him were warranted, just like everything down the line.